Welcome, everybody. Welcome. It's a beautiful Saturday. Y'all saw that eclipse outside, man. Big boss Hogg Kpo through the door with the soldier, B. Houston. It's the Mind on Greatness podcast. Today, man, we're going to talk about our NFL rookies. Well, really, B. Houston going to do it because, I kind of put mine out already. So we're going to get B version. And then we also going to talk about that Colorado watch. So, B, I'm toss it to you. Let you do your thing. Let me know about your rookies, man. What rookies are on your radar right now?
For sure, what it is, it's your boy Brody on the hustle. You know what I'm saying? I was born in the tussle, so your boy gonna get it out the muscle real quick. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get straight to it. I ain't gonna put no delay into it. The first rookie I want to talk about is of course, we got Puka Nakua, wide receiver rookie out of BYU. You know what I'm saying? He was drafted in the 5th round. Dude had no hype around him at all. You know what I'm saying? The Rams took him, had to put him in the starting lineup, and the dude has delivered. He hasn't failed in not one game. His touchdowns ain't up, but his performance is way up. You know what I'm saying? Through the ceiling. You know, in the riffraff that was going around, Cooper Kupp, dude was hurt, hamstring injury, lingering hamstring injury. He was out in Minnesota before the season even started. While he was in Minnesota, I guess it was the doctors or whatever. But yada yada yada, whoop de whoop. You know what I'm saying? Puka Nakua. You know what I'm saying? This is a guy who's came in and lit fire to the league. You know, he's giving DBs fits. He's helped, you know what I'm saying, Matthew Stafford kind of reawake the people towards his career because, you know, Matthew Stafford was being written off, you know what I'm saying he was old, you know what I'm saying, it was time for him to go, you know what I'm saying, he wasn't of old, he's not the same, but him making this connection with Puka Nakua has done a lot for Matthew Stafford and Puka Nakua. And I don't care if you got Cooper Kupp back or not. Puka Nakua needs to remain consistent in his offense for this offense to keep rolling. You can have Cooper Kupp, but you don't know how long it is until Cooper Kupp go down again. At this point, I'm going to label him as injury prone. But anyways, you know, stats for Puka Nakua. He got 46 catches, 572 yards. He's getting 12.4 yards per catch. My boy mentioned it earlier before we hopped on here. That's the first down every time he touched the ball. You know what I'm saying? He touched the ball four or five times in the drive. Hey, we in field goal range. And that's the thing you know, hey, Matthew Stafford got somebody to toss a touchdown to. You know what I'm saying? He's anchoring this offense right now. And he also has 2 touchdowns on the season, if I didn't mention it. Again, like I mentioned earlier, he had no hype. And I think the no hype has went from here all the way up through the roof. And I think he's one of those guys who's going to continue to deliver. So I'm looking to toss him in the mix, you know, for you know what I'm saying, for rookie of the year if he continues on this path and he gets his touchdown numbers up. But I'm gonna go ahead and roll into my next rookie I want to talk about, and he on the defensive side of the ball. You know what I'm saying? We know right now the Eagles got Jalen Carter. He's balling out, but he's injured, so we don't know how long he's gonna be out. So he was the #1 candidate for defensive rookie of the year, but since he's hurt and he's gonna miss a game or two maybe, I'm gonna roll over with the boy over there in Seahawks. You know, with the Seahawks, you know, Devin Witherspoon. Dude, he's a DB out of Illinois. He was drafted 5th overall. Right now, his stats sit at 23 tackles, 2 sacks, 4 PBUs, 1 interception, and 1 defensive touchdown. The dude is a monster. You know what I'm saying? I think if he was around with Earl Thomas, you know, Richard Sherman, and what's the other guy's name? Oh man, that was different. That was different. How you do that again? I don't even know. That's something new on me. Hey, I apologize, people. Let me get back on subject. You know what I'm saying? We had a little ad lib pop up just then. Hopefully, it come up on the video when we put it up. You know what I'm saying? That's a nice little ad lib. I don't know where that came from. But anyways, I think if he was able to be around with the Legion of Doom, with Earl Thomas, Richard Sherman, and Cam Chancellor, he'll be a perfect fit. He'll be better than that other corner, Byron Maxwell. You know what I'm saying? The dude is he's solid. He's a solid to have on the field. You know, Pete Carroll has a knack for finding those defensive players and putting them on his team and making them perform well. So he's gonna be the guy I'm gonna put in front as of right now until Jalen Carter comes back as my defensive rookie of the year. But the last guy I'm gonna chop it up about, I ain't even gonna give you no stats. I'm gonna just freestyle about him. Bijan Robinson. Dude is different, you know what I'm saying? If you was around back in the day to see Ricky Williams play or Barry Sanders, excuse me, or anybody like that, you know, Marshall Falk, This dude is them times two. And I mean, he's combined. You know what I'm saying? He's combined all three of those running backs. Dude, route running is swift. His head movement is swift. His feet is crisp. You know what I'm saying? The way he handles the rock is crisp. You know what I'm saying? If the Falcons and Desmond Ritter can get him the ball more, I know y'all trying to keep him safe on a little pitch count. I know you don't want him hurt. I know you don't want to display too much too early. But at the same time, if they can get this dude the ball more, Bijan Robinson, the sky's the limit. I feel like he takes that offense from a tier three team to a tier one team if they can get him involved a lot more. You know what I'm saying? They still got a lot of things to figure out over there, but at the same time, when they got this guy on the field, they got him moving. He's the guy, and I honestly, if they can involve him more in this offense, he'll be hands down the offensive rookie of the year. But he's in tough competition with C.J. Stroud. But I want to speak on one thing, and I know you probably touched on it before, but that was you know what I'm saying. Everybody seen the little Allen Iverson move where you put the. That wasn't his first time doing it. I watched the dude run. I want to say it was a slant or a dig. Desmond Ritter kind of threw the ball behind him. So as he broke into his route, the ball was behind him. He grabs it one hand as the defender's coming, puts it behind his back, boop boop. Two-step move. And he sifted through traffic. You know what I'm saying? He finally got hit on the sideline. I'm surprised they didn't show that one when he did that one. But you know what I'm saying? Bijan Robinson is a beast. He's an animal. His vision is different. His work ethic is different. You know what I'm saying? And of course, before the season started, I picked him to be the rookie of the year. So I'm gonna stick with it. Even if I'm wrong, I like the guy that much to stick with him. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, those are my picks for rookie of the year, candidates for rookie of the year. Both on offensive and defensive side of the ball. But we're gonna go ahead and transition into this next segment. I'm a little upset about it, so I'm gonna let Kpo go ahead and get it first. But we finna get into this Colorado watch. Go ahead, Kpo. What you got, bro?
Um, so those of you who watched the game know Colorado blew a 29-point lead. It was up 29-0 going into halftime. And then, uh, Stanford, put on a clinic and, just answered back. In the third quarter, they just fired back and they ended up winning the game. My takeaway from that, I feel like they got comfortable. They were content with the 29-point lead and they thought that Stanford was going to lay down. This was a learning lesson for them. Now, this was one of those games I left this game like, come on now. Y'all know better. Y'all know better. Um, so they got comfortable, right? They should have kept their foot on their throat. They basically should have suffocated and killed them. If they would have came out in the third quarter, put two more touchdowns on them, it would have been up 40 something to 0. Good night. You know what I mean? Even if Stanford tried to come back, good night. You know what I mean? The problem with this team is, to me, is the mentality of this team. Granted, Dion needs some more hitters, but we're not here to make no excuses. He got what he got right now. So what he has to do is he got to pull this team in. You know, I watch Deion Sanders Jr.'s son, um, well off media, and that gives you behind the scenes of you know them and how they prepare for games. And I noticed going into this week there was a sense of urgency by the coaching staff trying to get these guys to mentally check in. It's a lot of mental issues with this team. It's not the physical stuff; it's mental, and that's what I saw yesterday. I mean, allowing that Stanford receiver to have over 10 catches and 300 yards receiving is ridiculous. You know what I mean? At some point, y'all need to roll the coverage. Double team him, whatever you need to do to get him out the game. Stanford lost their best weapon, which is their tight end who was leading their team in receiving and touchdowns. So you let this other guy who really ain't done nothing prior come and dominate y'all like that. So I looked at it as overall a mental issue. The defense didn't step up when they need to. Offense ran out of gas. And the problem with this team is they look for Shador to get them out of situations too much. You can't worry about, oh, we got Shador, we good. No, you need to do your job. And that's what I think was the issue. Also, there was a lot of finger pointing going on in there in the game. You saw a lot of guys. I mean, even from Dion. Dion went to that cornerback Stoutmeyer during the game and was chewing him out. You know what I mean? Leave that to the position coach. You know what I mean? You got a team to run. You got to stay level headed. And I understand Dion was frustrated. I'll be frustrated too, being up 29-0. And then, you seeing this lead slowly, just surely just chip away. But, you know, I think what Dion got to do is get back to square one with his team, right? And eliminate those who may be a cancer to the team. You get what I mean? He might have to tighten the reins up a little bit on his team, right? Because they shouldn't have lost that game yesterday. So I saw a lot of mental errors. That's what I saw. It wasn't the fact that, they were just outmanned. It was just a lot of mental stuff, and they got comfortable. They let them off the hook. What that boy from what that Cardinals coach say? We let him off the hook. That's what happened. We let them off the hook. You let them come back in this game, right? They got a little bit of hope. So hopefully Dion can ring this team back in. Um, he got to make them understand that everybody got to do their job. You cannot rely on these stars all the time. I also think they rely on the stars too much. I understand you got to get your playmakers the ball, but you got to also include everybody. You know what I mean? And those other guys got to step up and make plays. So that's my take on it. What you got, B?
Well put. Way to set up the alley oop. You know what I'm saying? He explained it to y'all perfectly. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have to dig deep. I don't got to reach far for this. But I'm gonna sum mine up. I'm gonna put everything in a nutshell. Basically, what I seen was Stanford was taught to play 4 quarters of football and more. You know what I'm saying? Where Colorado's head is going when they're getting these big substantial leads on team is, oh, we want to show off, or we want to celebrate. You know what I'm saying? Coach Prime is used to this. He's been doing this for decades, since he's entered the NFL, since he played in college. So he knows how to handle, you know, the big moments when they show up, you know what I'm saying? But now, like you spoke on, the mental part is transferring it over to your athletes that's on your team. They need to understand it's 4 quarters to be played, and let alone if you got to go into overtime. Now you got 2 more quarters to play, maybe. So they need to understand just because you're up 29-0 don't mean people gonna lay down for you. That don't mean people gonna quit. You know what I'm saying? They should know from experience. When you went against USC, you got into some deep waters, but you started swimming back. You know what I'm saying? You kind of got close to the shore and almost made it to the end and almost won that game. You know what I'm saying? So my question is, are they learning from what they've been through this season? You know what I'm saying? You've been through your ups, you've been through your downs, you've been through your highs, you've been through your lows. You know what I'm saying? This game, when I watched it, they went through the entire season in 4 quarters of play. They started off good on offense. It wasn't a slow start. It was on fire type of start. You know what I'm saying? They got the running backs involved. They got Weaver back involved. He had all the receivers that he'd been throwing to involved. You know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden it went to the defense. You know what I'm saying? Oh, here come the defense. They missing assignments again. Then it went from the defense missing assignments to the O line not able to block again. You know what I'm saying? And then really Stanford didn't even play solid defense until, you know what I'm saying, towards the end of the third quarter and into the fourth quarter. You know what I'm saying? That's when they started pressuring them. So it was like, again, like I mentioned, they was taught something different. They were taught to play football until the clock hits triple zeros, quadruple zeros, however your scoreboard look. They was taught to play football. And obviously they was taught not to lay down just because Colorado is here. You know what I'm saying? So again, Colorado mentally, like my boy Kpo said, y'all gotta keep maturing. Y'all gotta keep growing. Y'all gotta keep, referring to games in the past to keep learning and building. And I feel like that's where they're kind of slacking at right now. We know you're undersized. We know Shador is the go-to guy, but y'all can't rely on that 24/7. Every game show up. Oh, we blew an assignment. Oh, Shador gonna throw us a touchdown. You can't play like that. You can't think like that. You know what I'm saying? We definitely can't get into the finger point game because that's what the naysayers and the haters want y'all to do. You know what I'm saying? Stick together, take the L as a team, take the W as a team. You know what I'm saying? So, but I feel like they'll bounce back from it. Hopefully they do, and then hopefully next week we'll see them put a whole game together from start to finish and do what they're supposed to do. You know, as the Colorado Buffaloes. You know what I'm saying? You got a great leader, you got a great coaching staff, you got great players around you. You know what I'm saying? Focus on the game, and then sometimes I think the sideline and the extracurricular activity on the sideline is too much. They need to kind of tone it down until they get to the point where they, you know what I'm saying, can talk that and walk that. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, I'm gonna wrap this up. That was my Colorado watch. Go ahead and close this out, Kpo.
Y'all. This was a great episode, quick one. We just trying to put something out, and basically keep flooding y'all with content. Y'all keep watching our videos. We're gonna keep posting, man. We're gonna keep posting, and that's what it is. We do this because we really love this sport. We love talking sports. We love talking about life issues. We just doing this because we genuinely like having conversations that other people don't like having. So, you know what I mean? Y'all keep coming to our channel, keep supporting us. We're gonna keep putting out this content. It's gonna get better and better. So get on the train now before you get left. We gone.